All right, Super Bowl aside. So, how do you define marketing, Lauren Wilson?
Oh, it's so deep. I think it starts individually. I think people market themselves. I think it's beyond just businesses and advertisements. It's how you act, who you talk to, words you say. I get real deep with it.
What attracted you to marketing to begin with?
So I started school in psychology, and I was way into that, and I didn't do so well in a class, and I forget how I got into marketing. Someone said something to me, and it just kind of clicked with me with sociology and psychology that's a huge part of it. Like, you're affecting how someone thinks or feels about something else. And that's why I get a little deeper with like the meaning of marketing to me. But to me, it's that, like, you can affect how someone feels about something, whether your brand has pissed them off, whether you're making them wonder what the hell you do, whether you entertain them, make them laugh, make them feel good. Like,
interesting. So that word "feel" is quite challenging as someone who, from a business perspective, you don't know how to gauge a lot of this because you can't actually see probably that reaction, because I think a lot of the marketing is done in a way that is, traditional radio, broadcast, etc. Then there's the digital aspect of it, where again, you can't really see it. Maybe you can see a little bit more on from a social perspective, but like, how does a brand then create something to get a reaction, to get that feel, and then to grasp what the reaction is to that when they can't necessarily see it? Because I've seen where, let's talk about social, where 10% of people react to something. Only 10% of people actually do it, but that doesn't necessarily mean does that actually mean that that's what someone is actually, the majority of the people are thinking, or is it just a select few? Like, how do you get the feels from that when you can't see it with your own eyes, or feel it, I guess?
I think you got to go out there and ask. Like, I think that's what a lot of people now, just with the more, like you're saying, advertising avenues that are a little less personal. I think there's a lot of value in still going out there and communicating one-on-one with your customers, just to kind of gauge what's going on. Because it's hard to measure everyone's response if 10% are only doing that, if that's really the majority, or what's going on.